Well, this is interesting. Here at the TA between the yard in Springfield and Joplin, Missouri, like 30 miles away. First trip in the new truck. Going to Dodge City, Kansas, get the meat load and take it down to Laredo. I'm going down by the Mexican border so I can complain about the illegals, which is a bullshit lie, and show you all even more that I'm right there. I don't see anything. There's nobody down there trying to get in the country. And plus, even if it was, it's not an issue, and it's not causing our economy to be in the shithole that it's in. Not one bit. For some reason, you can see my entire hood and see everything a lot better from this truck than my Pete, which is interesting. You still see Baby Yoda and the mounts I got on the dashboard or windshield, yes, but it's like you can see a whole lot more. And if you notice, my hood mirrors stand out a lot higher than my Pete did. And the blinker is going to be noisy for you guys if you can hear that. Oh, by the way, I just got a brand new Blue Parrot headset because the other one broke. I had that one for like 2 years. Now I got a new one. And temporarily was using my Bose headset that I normally use on live streaming. The truck is not white. It's a light gray. A light gray. You piece of crap. I should have fixed that seat before I took off. But I'm going to just start the live stream. So there's still daylight so you can get a good look at the hood, see the color. Some of the people that I'm close to, I sent you pictures and you got to see it before anybody else. But I sold the Pete Friday, and it was sort of emotional for me because there's a lot of nostalgia with that truck. I owned that truck for 7 years. I remember when I first got it. It seemed like last week. Didn't seem like a whole long time ago. This is the ghost truck. I'll be in this truck for a year because it's used. And then I am going to purchase a new one next November. Somebody didn't complete the contract on this one. So I'm like, I'll do it. I'll take that bonus and the money out of the tire fund. Now, for Darren's live stream this time tomorrow night, I'll probably be in Texas, possibly somewhere along 35, I believe. I'm going to spend most of my shift getting to Dodge City, then hopefully back into Oklahoma, and then into Texas. The good thing about going down to Nuevo Laredo is, olale, Mejio. I'm going to get me some real Mexican food. None of that Taco Bell or Chipotle crap. Got two places to deliver down there, and it's going to be beef. I love delivering the meat. Uh, Bring out the man in you. Fresh coffee. But I've been waiting 24 hours for a load. Not a whole lot of freight coming out of the yard, which is weird. Uh, he said, "Would you deadhead to Dodge City?" I'm like, "Hell yeah." Those beef loads pay good. And here's another interesting fact. From there, Nuevo Laredo, I have a chance of going to Toronto, Canada, and I can meet up with Darren like I did a little over 3 years ago. I usually go up to Canada 3 to 4 times a year. Last time I went up there is when I met Darren, and I haven't been back since. I don't know what gives. And that was during the pandemic, mind you. Uh, Not sure if anybody else is doing any live streams. And if they are, and I know you, I'm sorry that I may have stepped on your toes. I really didn't mean to, but I just figured I'd do a short live stream because I hadn't seen anybody doing one, or I didn't get any notifications from someone doing one. But that same Baby Yoda you see at the bottom of the screen, Gru Goo there, is the same one that was on my beat. It's the same one. The buttons are a lot different on this one. Everything's all digital except for my weigh right and my axle pressure. That's it. Everything else is digitized. Got my radio back. I got my flash drive in. I got literally over 1,000 songs on that. Welcome to the Budokan! Let's go crazy! Yeah, I know you play Ozzy Osbourne, you get dinged for a copyright. I really do not care. I'm on YT having fun, made a lot of friends. I'm not making I mean to make a mockery of anybody that's actually trying to make a living on YT. But my living is right in front of you, watching the dotted lines fly by. But I adjusted pretty quickly to this one. The Kenworth here. Come on, somebody going to be joining me here? Join me for a bit? Go on a little bit of a ride with me? Oh, so that's my distance alarm. Okay. So I'm starting to learn the tones now. That was my radar. Oh, it's a crack in the sky. Yeah, we got rid of the Qualcomms. We got this like iPad. It's about twice the size of the Galaxy 23 phone. All my logs and everything's on it now. More tears. At least I hope you can hear me. Ouch. Let me check my settings here. Testing 1, 2. Okay, it's working. It is working. Cool. I knew I connected my headset. Just forgot to check it before I entered the live. Just to let everybody know, if you've seen the movie Smokey and the Bandit, Snowman was driving a Kenworth. Same brand of truck that I'm driving now. But you saw the other brands of trucks in the movie briefly. But that truck that Snowman was driving was a Kenworth. I drove like half the trucks in the industry now. Had 2 Freightliners, Peterbilt, now Kenworth. The only trucks I got left to drive is an International, a Western Star, and a Volvo. But I don't think I'll be caught dead in a Volvo. It's because a certain sector of the driving industry gave that Volvo a bad reputation. Western Stars are nice. They're a lot like a Pete and KW. Yesterday, Sammy saw a purple International parked in front of me. And she goes, "Oh, Sean, what truck is that?" I'm like, "That's an International." Now, if you get the International Lone Star, those are cool looking trucks because the hood and the headlights in the front, it gives it that antique look, like it was from the 1920s. But there's a lot of nostalgia on that Pete. I drove that Pete to hell and back, literally. I just barely fell short of 1,000,000 miles on that. And every one of those miles, except for the first two, were all mine. I drove them all. The 2 miles that was put on it was them offloading it and moving it around the lot and get it parked out of the way, and uh, taking it to stripes and stuff to get it detailed the way I wanted it. Yeah, I'm 32 miles from Oklahoma. I'll cut through the top side and I'll go near Waukita, where they filmed the Twister and Twisters movie. Been through there close once. Doing that to get to Dodge City. Dodge City's on the southwestern corner of Kansas. Yeah, hopefully somebody else can join me up here on the panel and have a little bit of a conversation. Hang on 1 second here. Sorry about that. Scream. Let me hear you scream. There we go. Sheriff, you come over here. There's the StreamYard link. You can join me up on the panel. That was song 939 on my flash drive because my radio finally works. My radio quit working when I put the CB in. That guy did something. It messed with the wiring because as soon as he installed the CB, my radio stopped working completely. Yeah, hey, Sheer, you see the StreamYard link? Click on it. Come on up here. Let me hear you scream. Come on down. Nobody's chatted if I've had anybody in here. Hopefully you can still see the StreamYard link. Please join me. It's my first live stream in the new KW. Because you notice it's not, the hood's not blue, and I don't have the Patriot face on the front, on detailing on it. I got you. Give me a second here. Nice share.
Hi, Sean. How you doing?
Great.
I'm
What do
not
you think of the
feeling
new?
well, okay? Oh, it's good. You have a new truck now. This is much better than before.
Well, no, I love my Pete. This is a good truck, no doubt. But I'm only going to have this until
Okay.
next November, and then I'm going to get a big bonus. And I'm because this is used. I'm going to buy a brand new truck next year in November
Okay.
because I'm starting to see the newer model trucks come out, and I'm like, ooh, these look sweet. Oh, I forgot one brand of truck. I haven't had a Volvo, not International Western Star, and I have not had a Mac.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
desire, my next
Mhm.
Mac. Those are cool looking trucks.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened to
Now, if I
me
had a
is
choice,
okay.
oh, go ahead.
What happened to me is all of my family has like have this kind of disease. One of my sister already went to the doctor and they cannot detect the virus, but it leads out to asthma. Me right now, I have a severe cough. It turns out to be asthma, but I'm not yet going to the doctor. I need to go to the doctor because my lungs is really very painful now. I
Yeah,
keep on coughing for
you
almost.
have a nasty cold with nasal drip that's causing you to cough. But you
Yeah,
also have
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you could end up with a sinus infection too. Pretty nasty stuff.
No, this is a cough, and I didn't know while I'm sleeping. I almost vomiting now. I vomited yesterday because of too much cough. So
Hmm.
right now, yeah, mm, I use all of my money for the medicine. It doesn't work. Now I'm not yet eating because of what happened. And I hope soon I can find a job because I cannot be like this. But still,
Uh huh.
I'm still sick. I'm having a hard time to breathe, Sean. That's why you can never see me in other live stream.
Uh huh. I'm
You
passing
can
my
see me
first
only.
truck.
Okay,
It's another prime flatbedder.
okay. This is so nice.
Yeah, it is. Nice truck, yes. It's got a lot more room. It didn't
Mm-hmm.
come with a refrigerator, but that gives me more space to store stuff. And, but the only downside of the whole thing is a pull-out desk like I had on the Pete.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to buy one of those tables that you fold down. It's really small. To our Westerners, we have them when you sit in the living room to watch the football game. You unfold that table really
Yeah,
quick and it stands up. You put your
yeah,
food on it and everything. Yeah, I had to get one of those so I can put my laptop on.
yeah. Yeah, you know what? From now on, I will avoid the drama now here in YT. I found out there's a one channel here. I'm not going to mention its name. This is too much already. It's okay if you talk about the other live streamers, but if every day you're always talking about it and invading the privacy of others people, especially messengers, I don't like to
Yeah.
watch that anymore. I'm not going to mention the name of this person, but what he was doing is wrong. It's just like only police can only FBI or YouTube can do this investigation, not you as only a YouTuber. This is
Hmm.
so wrong. And this is the reason why I don't want to get involved in that. I will stay away from that. They can talk they can talk about me as much as they want, but come on. This is not good, okay? Especially if you're talking about a person with disability.
Yes.
That is not good anymore. And
It's
in
like
trying to hacking the messenger, I don't like it.
it's like this, folks. We all get old and we all die. You may not have a
Yeah, I know.
disability, but you're going to have a procedure by the time you're in your 50s and 60s, and you're going to have ailments, and
It's
you're going to
not a
have,
joke, you know.
yeah, you're going to have a version of a disability because of age.
Mm,
So don't be quick to talk shit about people about disabilities. Not a good idea because we
yeah,
all get old.
I was shocked that oh my god, this person always talking about this all the time, exposing people. Yeah, you can expose many people as much as you want, but come on, that is slandering.
Yes, it is.
You know, it's that's none of your business if the person is like this, like that. That's the way they are.
You can talk about whoever you want, but you can't show one of their videos or their image without their permission. That's the difference.
Yeah, but mentioning names is really, really a
It's
problem.
distasteful, but they let it go. Only when they use your video of yours or your image because somebody did and they paid for it. They had their channel taken down.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the trolls. I found some trolls here. They never doing that, but they talk shit. But you know, they just talk about only in live stream. But let's say invading the privacy of that person, they never ever do. They never ever do that. But this person is really different. I'm not going to say anything, but come on. I respected you, but if you are like that, you're doing that all the time to other people, and then you are checking the messengers of other people, that is not nice. That is invasion of privacy. People should learn how to respect the people's messenger. That's why there's a messenger. That is a personal messages. These people never ever do illegal things like killing people. They never doing that. It's just like whatever they talk about it, like fun or sex, that's none of your business, you know. As long this is only a chat, so don't take it seriously. That's all I can say. I
Hmm.
got disappointed. So from now on, no more dramas anymore. I'll just stay away for a while from YT. If you're live, I will come. If Blessed Life, you and other of my friends that I've known live, I will visit. But let's say doing a live in my message in my YouTube, no, I will create only short videos and that's it. How can I take seriously this YouTube? They don't even increase my watch hours. It's still the same. So this is a joke time already. So I'm not going to do that, you know. I'm not going to waste my time. I think what I'm going to do is I'll concentrate on Instagram. This is more on business, okay? I'm talking to
Yeah,
some companies who's talking about arts.
yeah. People are managing to make money a lot easier on BOGO, but I'm not going there.
You know, in Bigo Live.
Yeah,
Yeah, but in Bigo Live, I've known someone that is the girlfriend of Nicholas. It's not easy also to get some money. Right
yeah. That's a,
now, I'm happy that Nicholas was in the good hands of Jade. Jade, she's a very good transgender.
yeah. The way to
I
make
can
money
trust
on
her.
that is you got to get people to give you beans,
Yeah, I
which,
know.
which is weird. I'm gonna go to the
Yeah.
damn grocery store and buy your own can of beans. Yeah,
Uh, this is the reason why I really don't like, you know, in here on YT. I got disappointed at different all kinds of people here. And talking about a person with disability, this is a joke time already. Are you serious?
hmm
And this, I'm not going to mention what kind of gender is that. But come on. I found out that this person has a disability to another YouTuber. I'm not going to mention any names anymore because I found out there's a lot of lurkers here and trying to record whatever you talk about. This is not nice. Big Joe was here in the Philippines now, and they got a meetup already in Angeles City with Honey Bunny, with Paul UK. Oh my God, Paul UK is an old guy with full of tattoos, and Chris S. He's from Poland. He was there also, and Serenity was there too. I was planning to meet him. I just want to
Serenity.
see Big Joe because last year I was planning to meet him, but yeah, he went somewhere, you know. He's a good
So
guy. He he's just like Vinco. They're the same Vinco's country, you know.
Croatia.
No, he is from Slovenia, but they have the same language.
Well, yeah, they used to be one country, Yugoslavia, until it got
Yeah,
busted up.
Yugoslavia. They're just divided into different states, you know, and different country too. What the heck is going on? How come Yugoslavia divided into four countries?
Because of ethnics.
Yeah, Bosnia Herzegovina, uh, Slovenia, Croatia, Macedonia, and Serbia. Come on,
Hey, how you doing, Kyle? I'm in my new truck, dude. Sold the Pete Friday.
Kyle.
That was almost a week ago.
Yeah,
I'm just now back on the road.
that's good. Have a serious problem, really. I'm looking
Yeah,
forward, you know, to go to the doctor.
I'm deadheading from the yard in Springfield to Dodge City, pick up a beef load and take it down to Laredo, Texas.
Oh God. Wow, son, this is a big truck. This one.
I I'm naked. I don't have any detail. It doesn't takes time to get it detailed or anything. I think I'm going to do very little detailing on this one because I'm not going to have it very long.
Which
I have to
one?
get the one I'm in right now. I haven't had it detailed yet,
Okay.
but I may only get simple detailings on it with my kid's school because I only have one more parade to do next year, homecoming, and that's the last one because my son's a senior in high school and he's going to graduate. So
Okay.
next October is my last parade to pull the football team.
Okay.
Now
Sorry, I didn't.
I'll do it
Okay.
I'll do it upon request. After my son graduates, I'd be like, you're gonna have to go to first rate and ask him for the flatbed. You're gonna have to help me out here, and you're gonna do all the decorating and everything. I'll pull the boys if you want me to.
Yeah.
But other than that, I got my two youngest, but one of them is in gymnastics and the other one rides horses. So none of them are in scholastic.
So, so
Thing.
who is in gymnastic? Kaylee?
No, Cheyenne.
Oh my God! Really?
Yes.
Oh my God! She's in gymnastic. Yeah, she's really big.
Yeah. Kaylee is, always loved horses, and she's an advanced rider for her age because she's been riding since she was 5, and
Yeah.
she cut horses and all kinds on a dead run.
Mm,
She's real good on a horse.
yeah. I'm I'm very happy that I met a Native American Indian like Nicholas. He's very tall and he's really big, and
Ow.
I can see to his face that he has have a Native American with mixed with Puerto Rican, and I'm so happy that I met this kind of people. Even the girlfriend, I really like it. She's nice. Yeah, I hope I will get well because on the 21st, she's going back. He's going back to US. I need to see him. He's my best friend online. We've been known each other for 2009, where YouTube is not well known for that. We're just
Mhm.
talking only in Facebook, and we're just exchanging only, graffiti art graphics, because Nicholas are very good when it comes to that. He's a very good painter when it comes to computer graphics. So wow, amazing guy. Yeah, but I didn't know his real gender, which is I didn't know that he's like that. But yeah,
You mean
I
sexuality,
was
not gender.
yeah sexuality, but I respect him. He's a nice guy. He's a
That's what
nice
I tell
guy.
everybody. There are two genders. They're trying to mix sexuality with gender, and it does not work. There are two
Okay.
genders. There is a third, but those are rare. They're called morphodites, and it's usually decided, do they want to be a boy or a girl? Because one of the most famous
Yeah.
morphodite was, and nobody knew this until later on in her life, that the
Hmm.
beautiful woman, Jamie Lee Curtis, was a morphodite. It was
Hmm.
decided 3 days after she was born that she was going to be female
Hmm.
because everybody says, "Well, I know a morphodite to live." Okay, I'd like to see that. All right, because when they hit puberty, the body will shut down because it doesn't know which way to go, male or female. So the body starts to shut down. That's why you have to decide before puberty because you're born with both parts. But there's only two genders, and when they talk about that, you're talking about sexuality.
Okay.
There's there's your trans. They're male, but they want to be female, and in a gay situation, they're the female part. There are males that are gay, but they remain the male part. It's
Yeah, I
sexuality.
know,
It
but
has nothing to do with
mhm.
gender.
It happens also to my friend before. He's my best friend from out of YouTube. Okay, I know this person, and I met him already. I didn't know that his sexuality is different. He's bisexual, which is
Yes.
I found out when I met him. He acts so different. He is like this. He's like that. Oh, I said to myself, "Are you? Oh, are you kidding me?" But at first, I thought he was only joking around. But when I heard it from one of his friends when he got drunk, I talked to his friend. He said, "Did you know that this guy is a gay?" Oh shit! But you know what happened? Since he's a bisexual, he got married, and now he was complaining to me about his life now. I don't care.
It goes like this. It's not shocking anymore. That shock factor died long ago. That somebody's gay or whatever, because back in the day, yeah, you had to hide that because you were thrown in jail over stuff like that, or if you were in the military, you were
Yeah.
uh, dishonorably discharged
Mhm.
and go to prison for that. Well, the shock factor of being gay is nothing new. There's been gay
Mhm.
people since biblical times.
Yeah. Sorry, Sean. If sometimes I muted, I was coughing a lot. My
Oh, that's all
lungs
right.
already is so in pain that I didn't vomit the blood. Okay, it's just like it's really whenever I breathe, it was really painful. The one who carried this kind of virus is my father. That's why my other sister was really angry because even her she cannot breathe and she has a severe asthma. Thank God. Sorry, sorry guys. Yeah, I just sneezed only, so that's why I muted.
And I
Well,
know
I'm very
everybody.
happy that. Okay, go on.
I know everybody's going to work or is at work now, like I am.
I'm so happy that you on the road now. You're driving.
Yeah, me too. I felt naked without a truck.
And me, I might soon set up a website. I hope someone in Fiverr. I hope someone from the Fiverr will, you know, will ask me to draw something, and if ever they can pay me, that's a good. But I found out in Fiverr, if you don't have a star, rating star, they will not they will not keep in touch with you or ask you a work. So what the fuck is this? I said, oh, sorry from the word. This is so strange. So I think I have to wait until a month or something because going to a call center, I don't think they will accept me because after 2 years I'm 50
Oh yeah,
and there's an age limit,
yeah. Usually it's 40.
Yeah.
Any women over 40, it's hard to maintain employment.
You know what? Supposed to be our family should be rich, but when the siblings of my father got jealous, got envy, you know, My father is a good guy. He helps a lot of his siblings to have a house and money and job. In the end, you know what they did? Instead of giving appreciation or being grateful, oh Jesus Christ, they betray my father. They backstabbing it behind his back.
Yeah, they're not there for him when he needs help.
Yeah, what I said, what the heck is going on with this kind of people? You know what an evil shit. Yeah, right now
And
my father is sick, has no money, but the siblings, she doesn't even care, and she's the real
yeah,
cause of this problem. You know, the
yeah,
reason why my father got broke.
in your culture, family comes first. Well, that just went out the window with your family. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's not right.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that if your parents are all dead, you will cover all the expenses of your siblings who has a work, who has a family, and even if they're family, you need to help them. No, you should focus to your kids. You can do that if you don't have a kids, but if you have a kids who are helpless, you should focus only to your own family, not to your siblings anymore who was left behind by your parents. I'm not being selfish here because this is too much. Good thing if these people knows how to help us, but no, they don't. They betraying it. They betraying us. My sister heard everything what they said. I know this is a live stream. You can charge me a live bill. I'm just telling the truth, and truth hurts. You know that's why they will react.
Hmm.
I'm a very outspoken person, and being an artist, that's me. That's why I have a limited friends. Not everyone here from YT is my friend. Am I right, Sean?
Yes,
It's hard
just
to
like
trust
me.
people. Yeah, this is the reason why me and Sean will get along because that is our attitude. It's hard to trust people because it, this is the thing is if you are in front of them, oh, they're really nice, but at the back, oh, come on, talk shit, blah 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 blah. Come on, are you kidding me? So no, I don't trust too much here. Okay, I had enough with this. I had enough with this drama from YT. Even my family, I had enough with them because ever since when we are a child, this is almost a fucking decade, son. They doing this
Hmm.
to us all the time, and from now on, I'm not going to tolerate this kind of people. You know, I'm already in the 40 plus, and I know what is right and what is wrong, and what is too much and what is it's not
Yeah,
good.
they just better hope that they don't need help in the future.
Yeah,
Because
I
I would.
know.
Yeah, I'm like, where were you when we needed help? Oh, you want help, but you're not going willing to help people who need it. I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's just like you keep on joking to other person, and now when this person joking you, you're getting mad. It ain't gonna happen. You know, it doesn't work like that way. You know, you should learn how to respect. This is the reason why I don't bash Ellie. Ellie is a special child,
Yes, he is.
and there is so many people here from YT who has a disability, and it's too obvious. You can see them the way they act, the way they write, the way they express their emotions is different. If you found out this kind of people are like that, just let it be. Just be nice to them. Don't insult them because first of all, they don't like to become like that. Okay, they're inborn to be like that. So please have some respect to people. This is what I wanted here on YT, which is it ain't gonna happen. Okay, I found out in the other live stream that full of negativity. I said, "Oh come on, I had enough with you." Okay, sorry. I will. I don't know, but I don't want to say it, but I cannot stand it. I get bored on that. Much better to talk about something about life, about your country, yeah, about politics. There's nothing wrong about to talk about politics because it's also talking about life. And come on, it's almost night, Sean. I almost witnessed with the sun, and now the sunset, and now it's night.
Yep, you have the sunlight now over there in the Philippines.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
How many people now in YT? Wait, I'll just check it out just for you, Sean. God,
Ouch.
I'm not feeling well, Sean, to be honest.
Okay, this is 166 West. My GPS needs an update. It thinks it's in the middle of a cornfield right at the moment.
Okay, hold on. Where is your live? Okay, I'll just mute it for a while. Oh, it's only one person. It's Kyle.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah,
this
I
is
don't.
much better. Because if it
I
is too much, what?
I don't hardly get anybody in my live streams. They probably watch the replay, but there are a few ghosts that show up. They'll come. Some people come in and won't say anything, and then they leave.
Yeah, I know. There are some people are like that. Why does people doing this hacking account? Is this I- is this the style in YT now? If you don't have a content, let's spy others live stream and talk about shit to other people. This is so illegal. I don't think that is a content. That is slandering. I don't like it.
Ow.
I really don't like that. I'm not being plastic here because first of all, I've learned this a lesson already from what happened to me before during the Darren Dobson's issue. And I don't like to be having that anymore. So that's why I'm very careful now. I had enough with this kind of people.
Hmm.
You know what? Me, as a sibling, if one of my sister or one of my my brother has a disability, if one of my sisters successful in life and me I'm not going to say bullshit things about my sister. I think I'll support it. First of all, why? If you say bad things to your sister or to any of your siblings, people will never ever trust you because they will be afraid to trust you. Why? If you can do it to your siblings, maybe you can do that to them. And people doesn't aware on that. You know, I don't know. There's so many people right now numb when it comes to this kind of issue. I cannot walk properly right now because of my situation. Sometimes I got dizzy.
because you're not getting enough oxygen because of
I
the
vom
cold you have.
yeah, I vomited a lot, Sean. And this is the first time I vomit too much because of this cough.
But anyway, Westerners, seeing them, you're not going to get any illness from them. They're more likely to get an illness from the people over there because
Yes,
they're not accustomed to the environment there like you guys are.
my father got this illness when he went outside talking to some, I don't know what kind of person he was talking to. And then when he came back here, he keeps on coughing, 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 and he has a
And you
fever.
got whatever that was, you got it too, and everybody else did.
Yeah, I got it. My sister got it. My daughter got it. My mother got it. I said, "What the heck?" Oh, that's why my sister who's nurse, said, "From what place does my father went? How come all of us are sick? This is crazy, you know."
Yeah, but your dad blamed you for getting sick, and then getting him and a few others in the family sick once for going to the coffee shop or whatever. Well, you can't blame that. It's totally irrelevant to who did what. It doesn't fix the issue, and things like that is going to happen. Illnesses
Um,
get spread.
it came from him, not from me, because when I get back home, I don't have any disease. That's why I can go to the mall.
Yeah.
But
It's
when
not
he
a
came back,
it's not a disease. It's just an airborne illness.
yeah,
A disease, you get it and you can't get rid of it.
is that a train or something?
No, I'm trying to make a left and there's all kinds of traffic.
Yeah,
What is this car doing slowing down? Jesus. I'm glad you're not in a hurry.
it's too dark in that place.
Well, I'm taking a bunch of country roads to get to Dodge City, and I'm avoiding the toll roads.
Good thing there's no person walking over there. It's too dark.
Not too many people walk anywhere, especially at night. Not in this area.
Yeah, in the Philippines, if they don't have transportation, they will walk. They don't care about the people who surrounds them. But me, I'm not going to do that. I might die. One of my grandfathers died in a death march. They came from Manila and then going to Bataan. Wow, that's too much. Everybody will die.
Hmm.
It's just like overspeeding car. and once the car run out of gas, the, it will stop by itself. So yeah, I'm very sorry. Yesterday I didn't call you because I was really not feeling well. One of my kakatiel is talking. He got it from my old kakatiel who died.
Hmm.
Yeah, you know, all my kakatiels here, I always holding them so that they will become tamed on me. If I got anxiety, I'll grab them and then I'll try to to massage their head. Wow,
I don't know the name of this town.
wow, this is nice.
It's rare to see towns like this and activity in the downtown, what they call the downtown area. It's rare
Hmm.
anymore because companies like Costco and Walmart put a lot of mom and pops out of business years ago, and it's what killed store shopping here in a town like
Okay.
this.
Hmm.
Oh, thank you. Person's going to back up for me.
Wow,
I don't believe this. There we go. My phone, after a while, wants to kill the screen. Can you still hear me?
yeah, I can. Yeah,
Yeah.
Sean. After this live stream, just check your messenger, okay?
Okay.
I can I can still hear you. Yeah. Wow, this is nice. Is this an old town or just a?
Yeah.
Oh God.
An old farm town.
So where is the place of those? What is that? The Amish or something?
You're talking about the Amish? Not in this
Yes,
area,
the
no.
Amish. Jeez, they're weird.
Uh, no, they're not weird. They're just, traditional lifestyle. They're mostly located in Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana, Wisconsin, parts of Wisconsin and Minnesota. That's about it where the Amish are located.
And then some of them they are transferring to Peru. How come?
I'm
I've
sorry.
I've seen it. Some of them are transferring to Peru in South America. I was watching a documentary about that.
Amish people? That's unusual.
Yeah, yeah. It's an Amish. What else? Amish, and then what kind of another group is there who are secluded until now, still living by their own?
Well, there's two types of Amish. One group is called Mennonites.
Yeah, Mennonites. Yes, yeah. The one I watch is from Mennonites.
Yeah, one is not as strict as the other.
Hmm. The others, the one I watched is they wanted to transfer to South America, and yeah, together with the whole family. My goodness.
If you're going to pass me, you better do it now. Too
Yeah,
late.
who wants to pass you a car?
They want to be behind a slow truck like mine.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Jesse. Jesse, can you see the StreamYard link? You can come up to the panel if you wish.
Ah, Jesse. Okay. Why is it I have a freaking dodo here? Hold on a scammer bird. Flamingo. What else? Yeah. Oh, I found out in Angela City, it's still the same. It's like the life there never changed, you know. There's so many old retiree guys walking around. You can never see younger guys. Most of them are retired, old guys.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because the young guys can't afford to go over there. They have to
No,
save
most
up.
of them,
They have to save up, or they come from a wealthy family. Most of them, they have to save up to go there.
the
It's not
young
cheap
guys,
going
mostly in
overseas
Makati.
anymore. Yeah, but
Ah,
it's
okay.
still it's very expensive to go overseas. It's not as cheap
Mm-hmm.
as it used to be.
Okay.
That's why the only ones that can afford it are people who are retirees or they got a good paying job. But only few can make it. It's not what it used to be.
Okay.
And like the passport
Yeah.
bros, they act like this is something. They act like this is something new. This is nothing new. The guys in the military have known this since World War II about the Philippines. They're just not going to tell
Yes.
everybody about it. I wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I have a battery operated fan here, and this is not too much air. So that's why it doesn't distract the live stream.
And in my opinion, the passport bros thing can be, if you're being technical, it could be racist too.
Okay.
because the most of the almost everybody I see a part of that group, the Passport Bros, they're all black men.
Okay. Let's invite Sammy here. Okay.
I got somebody else waiting in the Jesse. Cool.
Okay.
There he is.
Hello,
Hey,
Jesse.
can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
you were in that
Um,
last live stream I did addressing the Manosphere, Taylor the Fiend, and the Passport Bros thing. I gave them some heavy questions. None of them touched it on what I said. None of them would answer that question. They want traditional women. Okay, fine. I do too. But answer me this: can you afford it? Being the sole breadwinner, would you be able to do it and take care of a family? They never asked themselves that question.
um, give me a minute here.
And see, I wasn't. I was just being informative. I wasn't defending or attacking either side.
Mm-hmm.
But see, they don't understand about that part of our history, that the cultural shift that a lot of people didn't realize that happened in 1980.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Because
interesting.
a lot of people only go by what they're spoon fed by the news, which is not the entire story, and some of it's bullshit.
It's too bad you have to learn that stuff by going to college, huh?
Well, I mostly learned it on my own
Oh, oh,
because they didn't offer this as a curriculum.
okay.
And that shows you how defective our educational system still is and getting worse. They don't want to teach us the important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just be drones whenever some corporate capitalist needs them.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get my AirPods connected to this, but for some reason it won't.
But my title should have threw that out there for them to watch it and listen.
Who
I
who
wanted
are
to
those people? Is that a YouTube channel?
those are YouTube channels, yes.
Oh, okay. I've never heard of them.
They're totally dead against feminism, or not feminism, feminists.
Oh, okay.
Which the feminist shit is bullshit, yes. But however, you need to understand what happened the they are today, and it's just progressively gotten worse and worse.
Mm-hmm.
They,
Yeah.
and the
Jesse, are you a
millions
trucker
Yeah,
in
also?
1980 came out of the house. They came out of the house and dream, but it wasn't enough, so they borrowed out the wazoo, and that's what 2008 happened, and then the cards collapsed. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I have a question. Is Jesse's also a trucker?
No, not that I know of.
Okay. Hey, Ellie, how are you?
Good today.
Show yourself, Ellie. We missed you. Oh, nice. I shared your live stream, Sean.
But see, wages has remained stagnant since 1978, but inflation it's with That's why you can be the whole and
Your signal is
super
not good, Sean.
general.
Oh, is that Sean's signal?
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe he's passing from some area with not so much a signal.
Yeah, I guess that's gonna happen.
Yeah. Jesse, from what country are you? Are you from USA too?
Yes. Yep. I'm in Wisconsin, U.S.
Ah, you were Wisconsin. How was Wisconsin?
Right now, it's really cold. Really, really cold.
Okay.
So I'm not. I don't enjoy that. I don't. I don't go ice fishing. I don't go hunting. I don't go fishing at all, really. But
Mhm.
I don't like the cold, and it's cold right now. It's well, it's Fahrenheit, but it's below freezing. It's 6 degrees, but it feels like -1 Fahrenheit. So it's cold
Man,
and it's windy, so it feels colder. But so that's I'm gonna be
you live
leaving
in
probably. What's that?
Fond du Lac, Wisconsin.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
You live close to God. That's Georgie's live stream. He lives in the Dells area.
Oh, the Dells. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh, wow. In
But
a
I
few
was what they
minutes.
call the latchkey kid. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, in a few minutes, I'll probably go mute because I'm gonna be switching laundry and then jumping in my car to pick up my wife soon. But I'm
Oh,
gonna try to listen.
okay.
But Jesse, this is what I was getting at. For 150 years, the wages rose, and we were taught to believe this dream that the next generation is going to live better because of rising wages, and they thought it was because we were blessed by God, which isn't true. That's a bullshit story that we were told to believe and accept without question. It's not true. Rose here until 1978, where we stopped rising. Why? They didn't have to because of modern telecommunications and the jet engine. And they got together one day and thought, why the hell are we in a country where we, hop on a plane and go over to another country and pay a lot less in wages and still profit more, even though we have to ship it back here? And that's what they did. They left. The first company to do that, GM, your auto industry in Michigan. That's why Detroit collapsed like it did.
Yeah, what did you? I forget the number. 43 people or 23? I forget the number. Decided to move that
40
to
people.
Mexico.
Yeah, 40 people decided what happened to Detroit the way it did.
Yeah.
Because if they haven't shipped those millions of jobs in the auto industry over to Beijing and Mexico,
But
the
did they
city
do
would have
that?
never collapsed.
Did they do that because the federal government at the time was incentivizing them to do that? Do, do you know?
Yeah, we gave them. Reagan gave them
Hello?
Did you
Hey,
hear
can you
me?
hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
hear you
I'm here.
now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to connect to my phone.
but
Okay.
it was okay. It was a taxpayer funded tax break that they got to move overseas because that's very expensive.
Right. So really the federal government incentivized them to do that. So
Well,
really, and did they have, and they probably had to make that decision because they answered to the shareholders, right? Is that something like that? I'm going to try to connect to my phone. Oh,
yeah, I might be in and out, folks.
all right. I'm going to try
But
to disconnect here and reconnect.
but you pay attention to who pays or donates to the president's campaign fund, and you realize what decisions are going to be made because the president was bought and paid for. Just
Yeah.
like Enron bought and paid for George W. Bush, because what happened at Enron, Kenneth Lay was going to be was put in jail and going to have to go to court over everybody's pension fund of Enron and what he
Oh,
did. And
what?
his duty, because he contributed to W's election, W was going to pardon his ass, but he
Bernie
died.
Madoff?
No, Kenneth Lay.
Yeah.
But he died. He died during the trial, so W had got off scot free on that one. But that was the deal.
Man. I'll be back.
And screwed all those people out of their pensions that worked for Enron for 40 years, 30, 40 years. Now, Bernie Madoff, he just scammed a lot of people out of millions and millions of dollars. But that's the only story we heard about 2008. You weren't told about everything else. That was what really caused it to crash. Was because everybody defaulted on their credit cards and because they couldn't service the debt anymore. After 30 years
Okay.
of stagnant wages, and you don't have enough wealth to service the debt, you're going to default, and that's what happened in 2008. And it was that, and
Mm-hmm.
then there was the housing crisis too. They they loaned a lot of money to people they shouldn't have loaned to.
Sorry, son. I'm just trying to, do something with my throat so I can breathe a
Mhm.
lot.
And we never recovered from 2008. People thought we did because the news don't talk about it anymore. They go, "Oh, that's gone. That's ancient history." No, we never recovered. Every 4 to 7 years, there's an economic downturn, and we're due another one. It's been 4 years since 2020, and the pandemic happened before, or uh, the crash was bound to happen, and it wasn't because of COVID. Is why the economy crashed the way it did. It didn't help, but it wasn't the cause. But the news deemed it necessary. We got to blame COVID for this instead of blaming
Yeah.
the economic system itself and how it operates and
Mm-hmm.
how unstable it is.
Okay.
And we're stumbling around trying every monetary and fiscal policy that's been tried many a times, and it doesn't work. Only one thing got us out of the Great Depression, and it was called the New Deal from FDR. That's what got us out. And the president can put a stop to this inflation shit, just like Richard Milhouse Nixon did in 1971. He froze all prices, and that put an end to it. But our politicians are bought off. Don't do that. They have the answers if they look at our history, and not too long ago. They just won't do it.
Oh my God. Here in the Philippines, our vice president and the president, they have a misunderstanding. Okay. Eh, Oh, Jesse is here.
Mhm. See, they have to neuter the government system because if they don't neuter it, the rich elite and corporate capitalists, their livelihood is not secure if they allow
Mm-hmm.
an actual democratic society to function properly. So they have to they bought it off. That's been the answer, and they do exactly what the corporate capitalists want. They need an $800 billion bailout. They get it. But if you're losing your house, oh, we can't help
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I someday, maybe another time, I'd like to hear your take on this United Healthcare assassination.
Yeah, that. Um, my comment on that, I've been threatened by many people, but I'm not saying. All I'm saying is this: the French aristocracy didn't see it coming in 1789 either,
I
and
feel, yeah,
that's chickens coming to roost. That's a
I feel
vision
like,
of
yeah,
what could happen here.
at some
Just
point the people can will do that, like when they're pushed like a dog backed into a corner kind of thing, like at some point, like is it something isn't could happen,
somebody in your family you love dearly,
yeah.
and can get the medical attention that they need and could save their life. But if you don't have the insurance, you're going to watch that family member die. Now, what would you do in that circumstance?
and and yeah, if it was my daughter, granddaughter, mother, whatever it may be, and something happened and she passed because she could not get something covered, and I was the type of person that I am not going to let this go in vain. And boom, right there. I mean, like, I don't. If there are people that would say, I don't care, I have nothing to lose, or
Yeah,
that,
people are dying because of corporate profits. That's all
or
it's about.
yeah, like that's like the I feel like once that balance is too far in the wrong direction, it's just a matter of time of something's gonna happen
Yeah,
to shake it up, right?
yeah. We need more people like that. We're talking about maybe a small army to do things like that. Yeah, I volunteered. I said I'll be the American version of Maximilian Robespierre. I wouldn't mind doing it. I'll put on the fake ass white wig and look like Barbara Bush and say, is he guilty? Put him in the national razor, pull the string, pow, the head gets chopped off, and the thousands of people are cheering. That's what happened in France in 1789. The royalty, your lords, your rich, were all beheaded. That was the French Revolution.
Okay. I'm not familiar with that.
You know,
You know,
it's a
I
everybody was talking about civil war, and it's like, okay, let's put that to the side for a minute. It's not civil war we need; it's a revolution we need.
mm,
Okay,
okay.
now if you go with civil war, I ask these idiots, okay, see, civil war breaks out right now. What are you going to do? Go and grab your gun and run outside? Who are you going to shoot? Anybody you come
Right,
across? How are you going to know
right,
who's the enemy?
right.
They think you wear red, we'll wear blue, and we shoot you, you shoot at us. No, no, no. Those days have been long gone.
Hmm.
Talk talk to a Vietnam vet. They didn't know who the hell they were killing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. I think it's a very fascinating thing that happened because it's greed, greed. is
If all Americans were true to themselves and could speak freely, they would all say the same thing I'm saying. I don't feel a bit sorry for that asshole.
mhm.
I don't believe in murder, but
Yep, right.
I call it chickens coming home to roost.
Yeah, I don't think too many people feel bad for him. Yeah,
Nope.
yeah. And based on what I've heard you talk about with what's the word? Not capitalism, but um, I
Worker
can't think of it right
cooperative.
now. No, no, no. The uh, what do you talk about sometimes? That's
I can,
the book you read about.
oh, Das Kapital. In German, that's the capitalist.
Okay, okay.
Ellie in the backstage.
But anyways, I you talk about um, how capitalism, I mean, is not the best system that looks out for
No.
the people, the workers, and this is it seems to me like this is a perfect example um of that. Like if when because all the people at the top, they're driven by profit for themselves and the shareholders, but at the end of the
Hmm.
day, it appears to me that they are going to try to little by little, year after year, little by little, over time, they're going to continuously try to take and get as
They,
much as they possibly can.
yeah, they did. They took
Period.
away the New Deal. That ever since FDR died, they slowly say we need to kill this New Deal, and they did. They attacked the weakest link in that coalition that did that, and capitalism takes credit for something it fought against. It didn't create the middle class. What did was two socialist parties with the American Communist Party with the CIO, the Congress of Industrial Unions. Today, it's now known as the AFL-CIO. Made a coalition and approached FDR with revolution. And he said, I'll see what I can do," because he knew all the rich people, and he told them, "The government doesn't have any money. We got, half of the country's out of work, and I need to take care of the American people, and the government doesn't have any money. So you're going to give me the money to take care of the massive American people, because if you don't, these people are going to have a revolution, and they're going to make sure you ain't got any money to give me. Chopping the rich people's heads off? Yeah." That's the whole point. They knew which way it was going.
Yeah.
All of them bought it except the forerunners of the Koch brothers. But
Ah,
not only
okay.
that, he taxed them 94%. See, this is the history that we're not allowed to learn about in school. How important this
Mm-hmm.
was. He taxed the rich 94% over a certain amount, which today would have been $500,000. You make more than that, 94, every dollar you make over that, 94 cents goes to Uncle Sam, and you get to keep 6 cents. And I
But
tell people, Google it.
I I don't know the answer to this, but it seems to me like today what would happen if the federal government actually did try to tax the rich a whole lot more. There, that basically means they're taxing employers, and so
Yeah,
all the rich, they're going to move up. They're going to move jobs out of the country. That's all they're going to do. So then we lose all the jobs.
well, the
You know.
majority of the jobs, the good paying jobs, have already been moved out. That can move out. They've already done that.
Mm.
That's why Trump is saying they're going to bring the jobs back. I'm like, how are you going to do that? The government doesn't have control over these companies. They're privately owned.
Oh, but based on incentives, like if the federal government decides to raise taxes on these corporations,
That's the
then
only way that's going to
they're
get us
not.
out of this mess.
But they're not going to say, "Oh, okay, I'll give you more money." They're just going to move out of the country. So,
Because
like, how do you
the
win?
middle class
You
have
know?
been the middle class has been gutted, and the poor ain't got shit. The only people that got money is the rich and the corporate capitalist elite. So the only way
Right.
to fix this issue is tax them.
But but that doesn't work because if you try to tax, what's that?
Let me give you a piece of history. The man who taxed the rich and elite 94% was reelected 3 times. FDR was a quasi saint for what he did. Everybody thinks they won't get reelected if they raise taxes, if you raise it on the rich. Now, it's different. Things can happen. They can have you assassinated, like they did John F. Kennedy. Um,
JFK.
there has to be a big movement from below threatening revolution in order to get the rich to move.
You know,
But here's what the rich are going to do.
Yeah.
The rich is going to hire mercenaries. And this is where I would step in the military, because they've done this. They did it out there in Standing Rock. They had doppel mercenaries that could not be identified, and they weren't U.S. military. They looked like it, because if I was still active, I would have called my guys up and told them, look, you can join me or you can stay out of it, because I'll probably go to Leavenworth for it. I would have turned my guns on those mercenaries and say, you guys are an invading force. We don't know who you are. You're not military. And we're defending the natives here, even though we're not allowed on the res. And that's where the military needs to stand in. If the rich have enough money to buy, army of mercenaries to do a bunch of nasty shit, like the protesters and the Black Lives Matter, those were not police and those were not military. Those were doppel mercenaries. They could have been from multiple different countries. And if I was a police officer, I would have turned my gun on them and I'm like, you drop your weapon right now or I will shoot you. Or we can shoot each other right here, because you're in an invading military force.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me?
The TV show that touched up on this was forced to end after 2 seasons, and it was called Jericho, because they touched up on this subject. And I think our government, because the actors are not allowed to talk about why it was ended. It was a brilliant show, Jericho was.
Okay.
Because I went to a science fiction convention, and they had people from Walking Dead there. And the guy that played Morgan was was a main actor in the show Jericho.
So many people that work for the state, like police, correctional officers, so on and so forth. But like, we could just say the police force. I think the way they get the majority of citizens to behave or not revolt is they have the other half of the citizens make sure that doesn't happen. So they pay the police just enough money, the police force across this country, they pay them enough money where they're not going to put their guns down and join the revolution.
Oh yeah, they will.
I'm trying to say.
Oh, it's happened before. They will. If you know about the Russian Revolution, the Tsar sent the Cossacks in the square to put that down, and the Cossacks joined them. So he had to advocate on a train. Oh yeah, you got enough people, and
Mm,
they're like, wait a minute, we're shooting somebody else's family. I wouldn't want this
mm.
to happen to my family. I'm not going to shoot the citizens. No, I'm going to join
Because
these people and put an end to this and make the czar advocate on a train. And that's where Vladimir Lenin became the leader of the Soviet Union.
the way I think about it is, I'll bet you an officer will carry out almost any order he or she is given, because otherwise they don't want to lose their good paying job. So I don't know. I kind of feel that's just kind of
Your
how I feel.
NCOs, your NCOs, your sergeants
Yeah.
are going to speak up and they're going to say, look, are you going to be willing to shoot American citizens that are a part of somebody's family? Because some unit may be in your hometown and may shoot your family member. Do you want that? Now, there's going to be a few
Yeah.
crazies, yes, that are begging to shoot some people, yes. But for the most part, they're going to be like, I'm not going to shoot American citizens. That's not going to happen.
Right. Right.
You turn on the leadership and they have to advocate or turn themselves in. And that's when you get things done.
Hmm. I think it's I yeah. Um, I think it's pretty amazing. Maybe it's no surprise, but if you kill the head of the snake, which would be like the CEO, like that that actually sends huge shockwaves throughout
Yeah.
that
Well,
industry.
the rich elite, the rich capitalist elite, they know it's coming. They just don't know what direction it's coming from. Okay, they don't know where it's coming from, and I'll tell you where it's coming from, because
Mm,
the labor movement in this country is dead. We don't have that coalition we once had, because what happened to the American communists? They were deported or killed, like the Rosenbergs, or in prison,
mm-hmm.
and then later on the socialists were attacked too. The socialists are just like communists; they just spell it differently, and we believe this bullshit. And then what was left was the labor union. And from 1950 to today, went straight in the toilet.
Yeah, I'm a union member where I work, but and I appreciate everything unions have done over.
It's
They
all we
fight for
got.
people. They well, you know all of it. I don't have to, but yeah, I learned a lot over time, but they the people who are good at fighting for our rights, like the union reps,
Mhm.
not everybody is able to fight for themselves.
Uh, but
You
where
know.
this movement's going to come from, it's going to come from the universities, okay?
Mm,
Because one college graduate out of 600 will get that good paying job. Out of all the college grads every year, one
that's
out of
crazy.
600. Yeah,
That's
that's where
unbelievable.
it's gonna. That's where it's gonna come from. The millennials and the Gen Zers. That's where it's gonna come from, and they're gonna be the majority next election because a lot of boomers are dying off.
And this is all because uh, CEOs, upper management, they have got to keep making more and more profit. That's the only reason, right? Greed.
Hmm. Greed
Yeah.
is not good. Only
Oh man.
if it was you with the hand on the ladle is when it's
Hey,
good.
I wonder. This the United States of America is a very young country compared to the United Kingdom or uh, Great Britain, all that. Um, since that country, Europe, or I don't know how you would say that,
Continent of Europe.
since they have since they have been around for so long, do you think they have got, and so they have more experience, do you think their system, economic system, they've got that set up better than us, or is it the same?
No, well, a little bit, but England, the UK is doing the same thing we're doing. That's why
Okay,
they've been trying. They've been trying to privatize the universal health care there, and they say fuck off, because they tried the same thing in France, and that's why Macron is no longer the prime minister of France. You do know that Macron is no longer the prime minister of France. The guy who beat him, now Macron, came in dead last in a three-way race. There was a movement from below called France Unbowed, and the man who won, that's going to be the prime minister, the news won't tell you this, is a man by the name of Jean-Luc Mélenchon, and he's a communist.
Mm-hmm.
And when you say that to Americans, they look at you as if they shot your dog. And I keep telling them, you and I were raised to not like a caricature. You were not taught to not like the reality of it, because if you knew what the reality of it is, you'd be like, that's pretty good. And when you tell them it's communism, they're like, have a heart attack.
It's the word.
That's the it's the language we were brought up.
Yeah.
Like those guys out in Silicon Valley that said, no. We are entrepreneurs, and this is an entrepreneurial innovation. I said, you can call it purple giraffe. I don't care. I'm telling you, you walked away from capitalism. You quit your capitalist job to form a communist enterprise, according to what Marx wrote in 1864. And I said, you do know the word entrepreneur is actually a French word called entrepreneur, which means undertaker.
Oh, does it? Oh.
Because that's the language and we were brought up. Because nobody had the guts to teach everybody this and the reality of it. They think communism is this evil thing. You look at the flag of the Soviet Union, okay? That originally was the revolutionary flag that overthrew the Tsar. And you look at it, it's got a star, a hammer, and a sickle. And when you show that to people, they think it's the most evilest symbol in the world. I'm like, really? Do you realize what that symbol indicates? The Russian Revolution. Who uses a sickle? A farmer. Who uses a hammer? A worker. And you cross them together? That was the slogan. Farmers and workers of the world unite under the North Star. And that's an evil symbol? See, we were taught the reality.
Propaganda.
Yes.
No. Yeah. It's
And
amazing. The older, like people that are almost 18, I don't know, people in their people that graduate high school, then go to college, people in their 20s, 30, but then the older, they don't maybe think about this a lot of them, but the older you get and the more life experience you have, yeah, you start to kind of figure out and see how things tend to go and maybe change the way you think,
Yes. And you need to be taken through it. But see, a lot of people, they want that quick answer. I'm like, you can't do that. There is no quick answer. I got to take you through a lot of history so you can understand it better. Because the Gen Zers and millennials, people 45 years and younger, are more in favor of some form of socialism than capitalism. They hate capitalism. 45 years and younger. And in the next election, it's going to be people 50 years and younger.
And I think a good point to make is, okay, but there's a lot of people saying a lot of things, and so you don't know who to believe. you know, there's that. But
I do it without insult and thinking people are stupid. No, people are just as smart as anybody else. They just been misled and been fed bullshit. And it's hard. You'll have to struggle with what I have to say because I had to too. And I'm like, you can't argue with this if that's actually what happened. We were given partial stories, but not the whole story. Because who controls it? Your corporate capitalist elite control what goes in our curriculum and our textbooks. Because here it is. You can celebrate capitalism because 99.9% of the textbooks written in our schools are by people who celebrate it. You also...
yeah. I think one interesting thing, this might be slightly off topic, but one interesting thing I remember hearing is when many, many years ago, when one country would invade another country and take it over, like, I don't know, South America.
Colonialism.
Even the Philippines. When one country would take over another country, I think little by little they would try to the language that the natives spoke, little by little they would try to remove that from the vocabulary. I think, like, I'm trying to think of a good example.
Native American Indians.
Philippines, you know, like, little by little they're taking words, native words, out of, like, you could probably take a lot of countries. Mexico, many years ago, weren't the Spanish invading the Spanish, I think, invaded the Philippines, right?
And yes, we are invaded we are invaded by the Spaniards long time ago.
Yeah, that was 500, 600 years ago. Now the Spanish conquistadors about wiped out the Mayans.
And then did the Spanish little by little start to tell the Philippines, hey, you need to start speaking our language now, or something like that, you know?
Well, they did, and it morphed. And then the Spanish were kicked out. The French came in, I think, briefly, and then we came in, and we had the Philippine-American War, which was despicable. I'm like, what the fuck are these people doing to anybody? Leave these people alone.
Yeah.
What about the Vietnam War? That was a despicable one.
It was MacArthur's wish to give the Philippines back to its people.
Exactly.
I guess it's like a corporation. You just always want more and more and more. You can never ever have enough. You just got to keep taking. You know.
Exactly.
My God.
Yeah, but the Philippines is our launch pad to get into a war with China, which is stupid.
It is.
China is not interested in conquering. They're interested in three things. Let's do business. Where are the women, and where can I gamble? That's what they are interested in.
Yep.
No. Well, I'm gonna go. I'll listen to you, but my wife's about to come out soon. So
okay.
I'm just gonna listen to you guys.
Nice meeting you, Jesse.
Nice to meet you too.
See you guys later.
See ya.
Okay.
But China is another scapegoat to what has been going on over here. So the people will not so the people have something to blame other than the system itself.
That's true, Sean. That is true. But how so?
Yeah.
The Vietnam War was a mistake.
But seriously, Sean, I really don't like what China doing to us. You know.
Yep.
You know, they making a pogo here, and pogo. This pogo is all about scamming, and our all Filipinos are involved in here.
Yeah, but you can't blame that country because people that are from China are doing that. You're only talking a small, tiny amount of people.
Okay. Okay.
because there's 1.5 billion people that live in China.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Okay.
freaking people. The majority of the human population, if you were to put a stake in the ground where you're standing here and go 1,000
Mhm.
miles around you, that's the majority of the human population right there. 1,000 miles
Okay.
around you. That encompasses China, India, and your country, and all the islands, and Japan. That's where the majority of the population of the planet is,
Okay, Sean.
and that's a
Yeah, I
big
agree with
market.
you. Okay.
Let me see. Population of Australia.
The more population you have, the more people, customers you have to buy your shit that you create. That's why going to China was a bonanza. And
Yeah.
800 million. That's almost 3 times the population of the United States. 800 million people were lifted out of extreme poverty in China
Yep.
because of what
In
they did.
Australia, anyway, Sean talking. Guess the
And,
population of Australia.
and they didn't kill a lot of people to do that.
Now, saying, Sean, my friend, take a guess of the population of Australia.
I don't know.
26.64 million.
26.4 million? That's not a whole
64
lot of
million.
people.
That's
We
more than
have
California and Canada, and yeah.
in the United States we have 340 million people.
Yep.
China has 5 times the population as we do.
Yep.
North America is only 4% of the population of this planet. 4%.
Well, they got 1.411 billion people in China.
No, there's 1.5 billion that live there.
Yeah, correct.
That's a big market.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, Philippines. Whoa, Philippines 117.3 million in Philippines. I'm gonna see how you say this one,
17.
Sean.
That's about the Long Island and the 5 boroughs of New York right there.
Oh yeah. Russia, 143.8 million people.
That's why I tell them, if I was Australian, I'd push the government and say, hey, we need to abandon the G7 and join the BRICS because the BRICS is the future, not the G7.
Exactly. You're right there, Sean. You know your shit.
That's what I would do, and that's why I was telling even the Australian dudes that hate me, my trolls. I was telling them, get out of the G7 and join BRICS. That's your future.
Exactly.
But a lot of them, like, what's his name, Jeff from
Yeah.
LBJ or
Yeah.
JBL,
Yeah.
he believes everything that Donald Trump is saying. Gotta hate the Chinese. Gonna stick to the Chinese. You ain't gonna stick nothing to the Chinese. They're the next. They're the next empire that's gonna dethrone us.
Yep, that's true.
The yuan is going to be the world's reserve currency. I'd say probably by 2031.
Yep.
Maybe.
And about China, Sean, who they worship? Satan, the dragon, the old serpent.
They don't worship the dragon.
They do, but there is some Christians in China, but the majority is communist. They worship the devil.
The communists. You're talking about an economic system, not a governmental one.
Government.
Communism has nothing to do with what you just talked about. Because when you talk to Chinese, they'll look at you strange and like, we're not communist, we're Marxist.
China's official state religion is atheism, but the government recognizes 5 religions: Buddhism, Catholicism, Taoism, Islam, and Protestantism.
Well, mostly it's all Buddhists. And that's
Buddhism.
an old religion. It's older than Christianity. Well, it's not really a religion, but
Who came first? It was Christians, because after Jesus Christ was born and died, then Christian came. But we did follow Moses' time and the Ten Commandments and Abraham and Isaac. Let me see Australia's religion. Is 2021. 43.9% of Australians identified as Christians. That includes Roman Catholic, Anglicans, United Church, Presbyterian, Baptist, Pentecostal, and
there are so
Orthodox.
many different denominations of Christianity. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, in Australia.
But mind you, they all broke off from the Holy Roman Catholic Church. A lot of them won't admit that, and they hate it, and they have a lot of disdain for that fact. But it's true. They all broke off from the Holy Roman Catholic Church, and some broke off from Lutheran. Broke off from other different types of Christianity.
There's Orthodox now in Australia, and where I am.
But a lot of folks don't realize that there are different sects in the Muslim faith too. They think all Muslims are the same. That's why a lot of Americans believe the bullshit about Saddam Hussein offering bin Laden safe haven. That's a lie.
Yeah, even I know that, Sean. That's a lie.
Because bin Laden would have told Saddam Hussein to go fuck himself.
Exactly, in Arabic.
Because one's a Sunni and the other one's a Shiite, and they don't like each other.
They hate each other.
I'm not liked by a lot of people because I say uncomfortable things. But I'm not going to feed people bullshit.
Exactly. You see what I like about you, Sean Trucking? You speak the real truth, God's truth, not Satan, the devil's lies.
But if you want to go there, yes, I'm Catholic, but there is still a lot of information out there that raises a lot of questions. That the Holy Bible is actually a plagiaristic story of the sun god Horus. This has already been studied, Ellie.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to destroy. I'm not trying to destroy anybody's faith, but let's be real here. It's faith. It's blindly believing something that you can't prove. Okay.
Exactly.
But,
you have to have
but,
faith
what,
in belief.
but what we can prove is history.
Yeah.
The sun god Horus predates Jesus Christ by 3,000 years or more. I can't exactly remember. But Horus was born of a virgin, had 12 disciples that followed him around. Same story.
Which was Jesus Christ of Nazareth. That's who they followed.
Yes, and a lot of what they say in the Bible is astrological too. That's why a lot of your Christian faiths badmouth people that read astrology. They badmouth them. And I've always wanted to know why. And I learned.
I don't know either. But what I do know, Sean, is that John the Baptist did preach that Jesus Christ was coming. Repent of your sins.
Well, according to the Bible, yes, but I'm going by actual history. Okay, there were three famous historians in what was known as Palestine then. Okay, and Jerusalem and all that. There were three historians running around there, and they have no record of Jesus, no record at all. There was one that mentioned the anointed one. That was it. But there was no mention of Jesus Christ by actual historians that were around at that time. I cannot remember their names, but if you Google it, you probably could find it. But don't trust Google 100%.
Exactly.
But one of the most interesting things that was written in the Bible that is not talked about or addressed for what it is. When when Christ was crucified and resurrected, and he told his disciples, "Well, what should we do now?" Okay, he said, "At the end of the age, when you see the water bearer, follow him in." Okay, the water bearer is the symbol of the astrological sign of Aquarius. Okay, now
Oh,
follow me on this. I don't know about Australia, but here in America, you see people with a sticker on the back of their cars that says Jesus in the middle of a fish. Okay,
yeah.
well that is the astrological sign for Pisces.
Isis.
Okay, now
Mm.
during Moses' time, when he came down with the Ten Commandments, they created that golden calf. You want to know why they did that? Is because they were in the age of Taurus then. And yes, it made Moses mad, and he threw the tablets at the cow because
Yeah,
that
because
was the that was
because that
hold
was
on
like,
no hold on a second, that was the end of the age. Okay, they were entering the age of the ram. That's why the Jewish people blow the ram's horn in the synagogues.
calf. Yeah, you were right about that. I was
And
looking at
and then
the
and then when that age ended, it became the age of Pisces, and that's when Jesus was born. The next
calf.
age, that which is Aquarius, will happen in 2175 is or 2150. One
Yeah,
of the two,
finish
I can't
again.
remember. But that's the age of Aquarius. That's the
Okay,
water
so
bearer.
yeah, wait, Sean, wait. Consequences as punishment for their actions, the Israelites suffered. Many people were executed. A plague struck the Israelites. God refused to go with the Israelites to the promised land. The story of the golden calf is seen as an example of
Well,
a possible.
yeah, I realize that, but that's what the Israelis are going by. But I'm sorry to tell you, when they went to the promised land, there were already people there, the Palestinians.
Yep,
But I don't care what a Bible says whose land is what. These people were there before you.
yep.
And at one time during Jesus' time, Palestinians and the Jewish people lived in harmony.
Yeah, these are the Ten Commandments. You shall not commit adultery, honor your father and mother. You shall not murder. You shall not make idols. You shall not bear false witness. Keep the Sabbath holy. Remember to keep the holy. Where's holy? Remember to keep the Lord's day holy. This commandment instructs.
That's the
So you put
Sabbath day.
there, correct. Correct.
But when you mix actual written history with the Bible, there's a lot of conflict. And mind you, you're probably reading a King James version of the Bible. Okay, calm down for a second, take a deep breath. Who was King James? When you find out and learn about who King James was, you may not want to trust that Bible that you've been reading.
King James was of Scotland.
King James rewrote the Bible to make it to where royalty was divine. Wasn't God that decided that, he did.
Yeah, because he's a hypocrite.
But you got to understand, who decided what in the Bible and what didn't? What version of the Bible are you reading from?
You
Me, I
got
want to go in. I just want a little bit of time to go in the Vatican vault and library and read the books that were not added to the Bible. That's all I want before I
exactly.
die.
Exactly. Why don't you go one day there, Sean, and look at the Bible, all the Bibles, to the Vatican.
Because they didn't add it because they needed Christ to be divine. And believe the book of Mary Magdalene. Magdalene was Jesus's wife.
That's lies. It's not.
No. It's not lies. We don't know that for sure. And if they want that lay that baby to rest, they need to bring up the scripture from Mary Magdalene. There's a book of Mary Magdalene that exists, and I'm wanting to read that.
She was just like us, Sean. She was a follower of Christ, to be honest.
Why is it that a lot of Christian faiths say such bad things and look down upon Saint Mary? Why is that? And God, and you even said it in the Ten Commandments: honor thy father and mother.
Yes.
But not Mary. She was just a woman. Is that what you think of your mom? Really?
To me,
She was
Sean,
just a woman.
to me, she was the mother of Christ. The mother of Christ. I'm being honest.
The mother of salvation, exactly.
Yeah, Sean. Remember, Ellie is Orthodox Christian, so maybe you're wondering there's a big difference between what he was saying and to what we believe on the Bible.
Yeah.
Mary was the first century Jewish woman of Nazareth. Joseph, the mother of Jesus, she is an important figure of Christianity. Invented under Virgin or Queen. Many of them mentioned in the Litania of Laterio. This is by Wikipedia.
Yeah, but they say that she was just a woman. Like, it took a special woman to be the mother of our salvation.
What is the Mother Mary known for? She is called the Mother of God because she gave birth to Jesus, who is the Trinity along with the Father and the Holy Spirit. Catholics pray to Mary, but not because she is a goddess. They pray to us.
You can pray to anybody. Praying is different. Yeah, praying is different than worship. Praying is different than worship. Just because you're praying to somebody doesn't mean you're worshiping them. You're praying to the saints. You're praying to your mother and father, which both of mine are dead. You're praying to them to intercede for you because they're closer to God than you are, aren't they? Well, mine are anyway, because both of mine are dead.
In Christian theology, salvation is the way to get into heaven, and it's achieved through faith in Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
But see, a lot of uneducated people think that. They think it's the same, and it's not. Worship and praying is totally different.
Anyways, accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. Trust in Jesus' death on the cross as a sacrifice for your sins and ask Him into your life. Repent, turn away from sin and let go of the past sins. Yeah. Receive salvation as a gift.
Yeah, but we're doomed to failure because we're flawed. We're all flawed.
We do sin. I do confess the truth, Sean. But if we believe in Christ, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, who died on Calvary with His blood, we'll be forgiven. Jesus Christ will forgive us. It's the people who don't repent and be like the devil and have pride, too much pride, to be honest. Because this is how you get to hell.
There is no ifs, ands, and buts. The ifs, ands, and buts were told to you to make you feel guilty to keep showing up every Sunday to church and to put something in the offering plate. It's good to give to the offering plate, yes. Because a lot of Christian churches, they do help the poor and the needy. But not all of them. Like your TV evangelists, they make millions and live in mansions. And they want to preach to me, the Son of God? No. I'm sorry. No, thank you. They're what I call the evil evangelicals. And they're a bunch of heretics.
I think they're using only religion for business, and that is not good. If you're involving God and using it for business, a lot of evilness will be showing.
Yeah,
You
Look
will
up,
show the way they scan.
look up Kenneth Copeland. Those TV shows here is one of the biggest ones.
Where are you going to anyway, Sean? In your truck?
I'm going on deadheading to Dodge City, Kansas.
Okay. Yeah, where the Chiefs stay. Kansas City Chief.
No, I'm past that. That's
Ah,
to my northeast, a couple hundred miles.
yeah. Yep.
In the Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas.
I'm going to see Lebanon's population. $5.354 million for Lebanon. Sean trucking.
Ellie,
Yeah.
you don't have any Luke Potter's
No, not
school or
today.
something?
Friday
Huh?
today. Today's
Okay.
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. My
Where's
last
the
day.
Chinese guy? Where's the Chinese guy? Still there?
Yeah, next door.
Okay.
Yeah. This
But when
new Thursday for me, sure.
when I play, I get to, and I get to talk to him. I'm gonna tell him I was misled.
My last day for Luke Potter anyway,
What the
so
people
the
want
new
not
thing for this year. So I need to do more videos, more videos.
Oh, Sean is gone because of his signal.
Yep.
Yeah. So, how is your channel now, Ellie?
Good,
And
I'm
how is
going.
Coco?
Coco's
How is
good.
Coco now?
She's good, sir. And my channel is growing. It's 2,837 subscribers.
How about the watch hours?
I don't know, but I don't care about that. The watch hours for me, sir, my friend, will come way later. And then I'll probably get to past you in One Day Blessed Life and Darren Dobson. Want to have lots of very good content and professional videos. God's will.
Yeah. To be honest, there is yeah. I found out here on Whitey there's a lot of drama. Okay, it's
Yeah,
just like is this the way they call it a content talking about something else and then try to destroy the names of others? Yeah, this is too much already for me and too much drama. So I have to, not to interfere. Sean is
exactly.
here.
Exactly. But what's that called, sir, is how I said before with Jamie, my friend, plastic people. The YouTube world and people need to wake up themselves and get rid of them plastic people forever.
Yeah. Good thing that Jamie now is recovering, and soon he will not drinking too much now.
Yeah.
Sean, welcome back.
I'm back.
Sean probably was in a place where there's not
You
too
guys,
much reception. What Sean needs, sir, is like a big salad dish on his truck for internet.
no, I need Starlink. I haven't
Correct.
gotten it yet, or the equivalent. I get that, I would never lose signal. but it's
Exactly.
expensive,
How much is it, Sean?
and I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to do anything elaborate to my truck because I'm only going to have this until November.
Maybe you get Starlink for your new truck.
Next year, yeah, probably.
Exactly. Oh wow, that's Starlink. That's for me, Sean. That's not even much. It's like $549 on from Bunnings. Starlink.
So when more get on it, it's going to be the thing, and they're going to make it, hopefully, make it cheaper. People get in on it.
Office Works, it's 397 for Starlink, Sean. High speed, low latency internet Starlink kit. $397 from Office Works. Yeah, sure. Sean probably lost connection.
Yeah, he lost his connection.
Yeah,
We must wait for him.
exactly. But
So how is
Hussein,
your channel now? Huh?
good, very good. Hussein, what YouTube need to do is wake up to themselves, get rid of the fake liars and people who want to create drama, the plastic people. Keep the people who create content creators, I said. That's what YouTube need to do, wake up to themselves.
Yeah,
So
seriously, there are some people here creating videos, but more on talking about someone else,
yeah,
destroying
that's
names. I had enough
drama,
with that.
drama. I hope one day I can become YouTube big boss, sure. That way I'll get rid of all these fake people and drama people. Blocked forever. Yep. All the drama people and plastic people, goodbye forever. And their fake accounts.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, Ellie is gone too. It's gone. It's here. Sean, are you okay?
And in the live stream, it's my signal here.
Okay, are you going to end now the live? Oh my God.